What's going on, guys, and welcome back to our channel. And if you're new here, my name is Curtis, and today we're not going to be getting into the street preaching as much, but what we are going to do is answer one of the most common questions that I get down in the comment sections from you guys. And the question is this: what equipment do you use when you are out there preaching the gospel in the street? Because I want to do the same thing. Now that's amazing. We're so blessed that people have been encouraged to get out and to preach the gospel and to share it here on YouTube or further afield. So with that said, I'm going to share with you the stuff that we do use with a little disclaimer. By no means am I a tech or an audio guru. I don't know too much about it, but I have been around in the streets a little bit and I have tried a few combinations, and I just want to share with you what I've found to work best when you're out there preaching in the streets. So before we do that, please do consider liking and sharing and all that YouTube stuff that goes on, because we are here simply to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ and to equip you and help you to do the same. So without further ado, let's get into the equipment that we use when preaching the gospel in the streets. So first up, all of the videos that you have seen up until this point on the channel have been recorded on an iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now, by all means, there's many other great phones out there that can capture great quality videos, probably even better than the iPhone. But the reason that we use the iPhone is because it works well with editing, because we do that on a Mac. When we were going to get into recording our street preaching to put out here on YouTube and further afield, we were looking to potentially use a bigger camera like a DSLR or something along those lines. But when we looked at the reviews, we saw that an iPhone 12 Pro Max at the time, which was the current model, had a great camera. It was small, you could move it around, and it was great for the work that we were looking at. So that's what we went with. But right now, as we stand, this video has been recorded on an iPhone 14 Pro Max, and this will be the first video we're putting out with that phone. So yeah, we're recording with a smartphone, but what is it that we use to hold the smartphone? We've tried many things. We've tried multiple gimbals, we've tried different tripods, but what we have found to be the best is a simple GorillaPod. This one is a Joby GorillaPod, and I love it. It's so malleable, it's easy to move around, and although it doesn't give you perfect stabilization, it holds a phone steady and solid, and it's just a joy to use. The truth of the matter is, guys, when you're in the streets, you don't want to be holding a phone in your hand all the time. This is easy to use, it's strong, you clip your phone in, and it's just there. So yeah, iPhone or smartphone and a GorillaPod, priceless. So if you've seen any of our videos, you will notice that the audio, although not perfect, does pick up the speaker's voice more than the crowds and all of the, quite often, chaos that's going on around us. And how is that? Well, the reason is one of these things. It is a Rode wireless Bluetooth microphone. And these things were recommended by a brother in Christ, All for Christ Ministries, Sonny. Check out his channel, I'll put his link in the description below. And these things, although they're not cheap, have certainly made up their worth when it comes to the videos. There's many things that you want to put into a YouTube video, but I believe audio is really important. And when you're in the streets, if you don't have something that's going to block out the sound around you, your videos are going to be completely inaudible, and people aren't going to really hear your gospel presentation apart from the streets. It's not going to go out well on YouTube. These things have worked really well. You have one microphone on you like this. Now mine's very obvious, but you can use it in many different ways, keep it hidden. And the other end goes into the end of your smartphone. But what you do need is you need the right adapter. In the iPhone, you need this dongle in particular to make it work, and the link will be in the description as well. All right, so we have our smartphone, we have our GorillaPod, we have our wireless microphone. But let's get to the important stuff. What do we use to amplify our voice to preach the gospel to those in the streets? So when it comes to the actual voice amplification aspect of street preaching, I've tried many different methods and techniques to see what works best. We've tried a block rocker sport, we've tried a street cube, but my personal favorite and the thing that I'm gonna recommend for you guys today is this small but effective Shidu voice amplifier. And the reason that I like it is because it fits easily onto the waistband, and you have a headset that enables you to speak with your hands and move around and not feel restricted by wires. This particular voice amplifier does come with a Bluetooth headset, but I changed that out and I got a wired headset. The reason that I did that for was quite often it can drop out. You can lose quality in your voice as you speak, and that not only affects your street preaching there on the day, but it also affects your videos here on YouTube. So I like to use this small voice amplifier, which does pack a bit of a punch actually, in conjunction with your step when you're up a height, and it does the job. I know other street preachers like to use microphones so you can go backwards and forwards. However, my personal preference is this small but effective Shidu voice amplifier. So with all of that said, guys, I know that it's been short, it's been sharp, and it's been quite basic, but hopefully this helps you out. All of the links to these bits of equipment will be in the description. I know some of them aren't cheap, but I would also say just off the back of it, it certainly is worth it. I just want to encourage you to go and preach the gospel. Go in full truth and in full love and share the glorious gospel of Jesus Christ with those who are in desperate need. Let's work while it's light, and let's go out in the Great Commission full of joy. It's a great pleasure to have you here on the journey with us from the UK. But yeah, let's keep in touch. God bless you. Speak to you soon.